Now, these days, some politicians have been complaining that the business communities around the world are quote-unquote naive because they don't understand quote-unquote the complexities. So how do you see the role of business today and the divergence between business and politics these days?
Well, I'm afraid I think the politicians in my own country, in America and elsewhere, who demonize China, who see the world as black and white, it is they who are naive. We in business understand the complexities, the need to maximize advantage, not to be afraid of disagreeing if you need to disagree, but always to do so with courtesy and respect. So I completely reject the charge of naivety. And some of the nonsense we hear talked in the US Congress, in the US media, and in parts of the Parliament in London about China these days just shows how ignorant people are and how prejudiced. And they need to come to China and see for themselves the realities. And I can tell you that last week, trade between Britain and China passed the £100 billion mark for the first time in history. It means an enormous amount. It means jobs in Yorkshire. It means investment in Shanghai. It means you buying Burberry clothes or riding in a Range Rover. It means Chinese students in Glasgow or Manchester or Oxford or Cambridge.
When you go back home, if someone, average Joe on the street say, "Oh, I heard you made a trip to China. What did you see?" What do you want to tell them?
I will tell them I crossed the border into Shenzhen and saw that 1/3 of the cars on the streets of Shenzhen are electric powered. I come here and I see the future. I see the digital economy in operation. I see hundreds of millions of people enjoying happier, more prosperous, more secure lives than they have ever done in the past. And I see a country bouncing back after the COVID-19 pandemic, and doing so with quiet confidence, aware of the challenges, but also determined to be optimistic about the future. And yesterday I went to the Forbidden City.
Did you?
And saw at a private tour of the museum, and saw there the slogan, "This museum is about yesterday, today, and tomorrow." For 20 of the past 22 centuries of human history, China has been the world's largest economy, and I predict it will be again.